events. If you need any quick supplies, feel free to grab that. We start in about 2 to 3 minutes. Welcome also to Lena. Hello. And for those who are already here, we wait for 1 or 2 more minutes that everyone can join. And if you could maybe open the chat meanwhile and just mention from where you are dialing in. From where are you dialing in? If you just mention the city or the country, that would be nice. Marek and I are in Prague, and I think that is not a surprise, but maybe you can mention already from where you are. I see we have, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Mafe or Mafi. Hello, from Madrid, from Spain. Hello, nice to meet you. Feel free to add into the chat from where are you, or where are you located now. Good, I see from Malaga in Spain. From Lebanese in Kuwait. All right. So we have people from far away, not that far away actually. Rome, all right. Hello to Rome. Nice to meet you also, Lena from Rome. Good, so I just quickly check. So we have 3 minutes past the full hour. So wherever you are in terms of time zones, 3 minutes past the full hour. Let's start and kick it off. It's a pleasure to host the event today. My name is David. I am originally from Germany, but I'm located in Prague, and I am an executive coach for people in leadership positions. And I do also have a small tour agency business in the city of Prague. But this is not about me, because I would like to give a warm welcome to our host today, to our guest speaker, which is Marek Veselý. And what that name means, you will also get to know that probably in a while, and what he's doing. So it's a pleasure to introduce him to him. He was the one I met about half a year ago here in Prague, and I've seen him a few times presenting. And I do believe that his story is not only inspiring, but also something that is ideal for this a small world community. On behalf of a small world, welcome to the event. I hand over to Marek. Marek, who are you?
Thank you, David. Oh, you are a great introducer. Thank you for that. So yeah, I am Marek Veselý. I hope we will have fun today and this evening. In the beginning, I would like to tell you some few words about myself. Who I am, and can you imagine that I was born in 1968, and it was in the summer. It was 10 days before the Russians came to visit us, and they spent in Czech Republic almost 30 years, but I am happy that they are now away. And you can see the picture. I was 2 at this picture. And, you know, a lot of people talk about Chat GP4. So I use the artificial intelligence to color the picture because it was only black and white. I like this. I like this more than the black and white. Even I like the black and white photography and so on. Yeah. I am educated, not too much, but enough for my life. I studied a hotel management school in Mariánské Lázně, art school, acting department in Prague, and I wanted to be an actor long time ago. And then I studied MBA in International Arts Management in Salzburg University and Columbia College Chicago. And yeah, you see the picture. It's not me.
It's not you?
No, David, it's not me. Can you imagine? It's on the roof in the Prague in the city, and it was some party, and can you imagine? I fall in love with this lady, but before I can do anything, so she disappeared. I just have chance to take a picture of her back, and she was cute. Yeah, she was cute. But this picture remind me the nice evening. So I usually the people say, don't talk about the kids, about your children, because nobody take care about your children. But my kids are very important for my story. So I'd like to introduce you my son. He is 20. He is camera operator. He is working with one famous Czech YouTuber, and he's nice guy, waiting a kid. So I will be grandfather soon, David. Can you imagine?
Really?
Yeah, in 1 month. When I got this information, I start to cry because it was so emotional. I don't feel like a grandfather, but I will be soon. And I have a daughter also. She's 10 and she's cute. I love her very much, and I have very good relation with her. She loves me as well. And David, do you know where is this picture taken when she's sitting?
I have the impression that this is a famous site in Prague. So for those who have an idea, I mean, you can also post into the chat, but not to make a big riddle out of that. So that is probably very likely the Charles Bridge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And what do you know about the Charles Bridge, David?
It took almost 50 years to build that, and it was built apparently with eggs and curd, tvaroh in Czech. If that's true, I leave that up to you.
Yes,
You're Czech.
Yes,
you tell me if that's true or not.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is like that. So I am always connected with the glass, but part of my life I was connected with the supplying chandeliers and big projects, usually for the kings from Middle East. If you will be invited to Kuwait King to his hall, so you will see our chandeliers, which you can see on the picture. And this is the famous one with the name Maria Teresa, with strong history. So, and we supply a lot of stuff to different palaces, and I will talk soon about one palace in Abu Dhabi, which changed my life totally. But before that, I finished one craziest project in my life. No, this hotel is St. Regis in Qatar. I am not owner of this hotel, but what I did was this 2 sculpture of oryxes, if you can see it. This is 15-meter high stained steel sculptures. And what happened? Can you imagine that when we finish these oryxes, they've been generally ordered by the municipality and one company from the municipality of the city of Qatar. So when we finish it, they got a silent. They came, they approved, and then they got a silent. And the company never replied to us anything, And I was surprised what's going on. We asked them many times. And in the end, I was searching for a new client almost 1.5 years.
And where were those statues meanwhile? Where did you put them? They were not in your home, no?
No. They've been in the storage in nearby the Prague. And can you imagine, every morning I wake up and I told myself, I have to do every day, I have to do one small step to get a new buyer for this oryxes. But can you imagine, it's a little difficult to sell such kind of artwork. And usually you can see two of them, but there is third one, which is near the pool behind the building. And it was impossible. I was so scared. I was very sad because they didn't pay for that in the end. And every morning I ask myself what I will do today to get new buyer. And in the end, I've got the idea. I write. I select in LinkedIn, I select 3 ladies which were somehow connected with the royal family in Qatar. And I send them letter, something like, can you imagine the beautiful, nice sculptures of symbol of Qatar, which is oryx, staying in or being closed in the storage in Czech Republic and not in one nice public space in Qatar. And I never got any reply for this, for my letters, but I've got a short message from the CEO of the company, which was silent for 1.5 years. And in the message was, "Hi, Marek, the new owner of Oryxes will be Omar Al-Fardan. Contact his office. Congratulations." So I read short message, you know. I didn't know who is Omar Al-Fardan. You know, in the end, I recognized that he is he's a member of big family with many businesses in Qatar. And he came to Czech, he came to Prague, and I show him this oryxes, and he said, okay, so I will buy it because I have a hotel and I have an empty space in front of the hotel and I need something put there, you know. And you see, David, the oryxes has, there's heads are turned to the right, you know, and entrance to the hotel is from the right side, you know. In case we move the heads on the other side, I will never sell it until today, maybe, you know. And then I did some dinner for my friends who helped me with this project in the restaurant of this hotel. I invited them for weekend when it was installed, when it was everything finished.
But hold on, Marek, hold on. How did you get them there? They were in Czech Republic. How did you get them there?
Yes, we it was transport by ship first to Hamburg on the river, and then from the river to big ship in Hamburg. It was done by DHL.
DHL.
Yeah, they organized the transportation. You can't imagine how it was expensive. I think almost 4 million Czech crowns. I don't know how much it is in euro.
That's about 180,000 euros.
Yes, and it was dismantled on a few parts, you know, the legs, head, and the tail. And we have a team of technicians who put everything together on site in the end, you know. And when everything was finished, I met this Omar Al-Fardan in the lobby of the hotel. We drink a tea, and he told me, Marek, I know you know, sometimes the roads are not straight. Sometimes there is a curves and so on. But in the end, two guys are happy. One guy, me, that I have your oryxes in front of hotel, and you that you finally smashed the oryxes from the Czech Republic to Qatar. So
amazing, amazing.
yeah,
And there were no problems with the logistics. It went smoothly to send that all over.
Yeah, everything was professionally prepared.
Super.
Yeah, and yeah, only one thing, David. Can you imagine? We have some papers, like a bank papers, you know, and on these papers was written, you have to supply 3 oryxes plus model. We had a model 1 to 10, and it was part of the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the customs, they control all the stuff, they put the stamp, and when you put the oryxes on the boat in Hamburg, then the bank can send you the money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when everything was ready, the guys from the company called me, Marek, there is no the model, you know, somebody steal the model, you know.
Someone stole the model. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I say, oh my God, but you know, can you imagine the whole project can be destroyed because of the model, because I can't get the money if the if the shipment will be not completed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very, very strange situation. What I did was I took a box, you know, wooden box. I put some metal inside because we never have time to make a new model, you know, in 2 days. And everything was scheduled. It was scheduled on minutes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I put some metal parts inside the box. I convinced the custom, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to close the box and make a stamp that everything is inside, you know. So, and then we ship not the model, we ship just some metal parts, you know, and so everything was okay. We got the money, and I start to I start to research where is the model, you know, the stolen model. So I asked the police for assistance, you know, because it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in the end, we found it. We found the model. One employee took the model home, you know, and he has the model in his garage. so I take it, I put in another box, and I send it by plane. So the model was in the in the Qatar before all the shipment. So
wow,
yeah, in the end, it was a great project. I had it was really complicated, 1.5 years waiting for finalization was really tough. But you know, I tell you, at that time the US dollar was going high into Czech crown. So I in the end I did a great amount of additional money because of the rate of the currency. So it was amazing. Yeah, it was the oryx story. And then we supply other different chandeliers and glass sculptures into the different clients. And as I mentioned, you know, as I mentioned, I've got the idea that I have to improve my business with the chandeliers. I set up small factory with 20 people. and we did an amazing job. And then I got an amazing project. Chandeliers for presidential palace in Abu Dhabi.
Wow, amazing.
It was almost 150 chandeliers. Some of them has a 4-meter diameter, you know, so it was really incredible project. So we start the production, but can you imagine what happened in the end? So the company, the contractor, they cut as part of the project, and then they use the money what they supposed to send us, and they stole everything, you know, and they cut big part of the project, and we have already almost everything finished. And I say, okay, Marek, maybe we will have a problem with the company. And in the end, it was true. With this project, my company bankrupt, and it was like 5-6 years of my work was smashed away, and I had big problems, not only with the company, with the employees, with the money, but I had a problem with my head. I was depressed. I was very, very depressed from this situation. I lost at the same time. I lost my house. I just finished. I lost my family. My wife divorced me, and I was laying in small flat in Prague, watching to the ceiling, and I thought it is the end of my life. I was say this is the end. I cannot do anything. I lost everything at the time. I say, oh, it's very bad, and I was thinking what to do next, you know. So I need some small motivation, something that I can wake up, that I can leave the bed, you know. And I recognize, I told at the time to myself, Marek, you have 2 smart, cute kids. You don't want that they say that their father is loser, you know, in the future. So it was my motivation to wake up. And then I found one very nice coach from Canada. I start to change my mind, and I start to change totally my lifestyle, everything. I moved. What I learned was that I was moved to recent time, and I am living now in recent time, but we say recent in recent. It means when I am talking with you in this occasion, so I am really 100% there, you know. So, and it's not easy for the people. And when I spoke with my friend or with other people, they say, oh, Marek, how you can do it? And I don't know how I did, but now I am able to focus on everything what I am doing, and maybe this is something what I got for rest of my life, and I am very happy for that. Even the time was hard and everything was complicated, but now I live in my best period of my life. So I am very happy for that. And I know that sometimes everybody has a tough time, you know. Sometimes it's really very complicated. But everything can be solved. everything. You can avoid, you can go over everything. But it was not easy. But now it's amazing. It's amazing.
Can you tell us, what did you do to get out of bed? So what was this idea you had? How did you get out of it?
You know, I've got the idea that I don't want that my kids thinking our father is a loser, you know. So I've got the motivation from my kids, you know. So it was the moment. It was very important for me, and yeah, it was the exact moment. I remember still what was for the moment that I wake up and I change my mind and I say I will not give up my life, you know, because a lot of people can give up their life and you know, the happiness is just state of your mind, you know. So it means everybody can be happy now, you know, because somebody, and I was the same. I say in the past, I will be happy when I will have, well, I will finish my house, you know, and when I have a new car, I will be happy. And now I recognize it's not necessary. You can be happy now because it's just state of your mind, you know. So if you say, I am happy, or I am asking to myself, what I miss just now, you know, what I miss just now when we are talking, I miss nothing. I am happy. I did a nice job in the past. I did a mistake. Everybody can make a mistake. I did a lot of mistakes, but I am happy now, and this is something what I'm happy for. Yeah.
And you know, so you went through some kind of painful but a very important transformation in your life.
Yes.
And what did you do afterwards? Did you continue doing chandeliers? Did you continue working with glass? What was the next episode in your life after this incident?
David, yes, I was thinking what to do next. With these projects with chandeliers, I had a bad memory with. So I say, no, I will find some another stuff. And I decide to, I say, okay, I did a culture management for all my life. And I still had a project, Stanislav Libenský Award. So I say, I have to keep this project alive. I have to force this project forward. And then what's happened? I have to check my next slide. Yeah, which is Stanislav Libenský exhibition. So in 2007, I set up Prague Gallery of Czech glass. It was like my master thesis on the school in Salzburg. And the first project was Stanislav Libenský Award. And Stanislav Libenský was a famous Czech artist. I think he is the most famous. His artworks are in all galleries of modern art around the world. And I met him once, and I met his wife, Jaroslava Brichtova. And what I discovered, you know, there is a very complicated period of time for the young glass artist. And this period of time start when they finish the school, when they finish the study. So they are losing the base in the school, and they are not the professional artist. So this is something what's very, very crucial for the life of every artist. You know, nobody knows them. They don't have resources. They are very creative. They want to do a lot of stuff in the future. They have a visions, but they don't have anybody who can help them. And I say, when I notice this, I say, okay, I will make an award for the young glass artists, and they can apply only the year when they finish the school. So everybody can apply just once or twice in the life. We are getting now about 150 applications from all over the world, from United States, from Europe, from China, from Japan, from Australia, from all countries. And the international jury select 30 to 40 glass pieces, and we bring them to the Prague. Usually we have an exhibition, and we are preparing the big exhibition. Usually in Prague Castle, we have a cooperation with the Prague Castle, and usually the First Lady takes auspices on this project. So we bring all art pieces to some exhibition, to one big exhibition in Prague, and the jury will select the first, the second, the third prize, and the winner get a tuition in summer school in Pilchak in United States. So I sent already 12 people to Pilchak, and I spoke with them later on, and they told me, Marek, you change my life, because they can select the best professor in the school. They can meet the people from abroad and so on. And for many of them, it was like a first experience abroad, and some networking with the people. So I am very happy for that. This is something what I am doing by heart. In my opinion, it's very, very important. I am getting a lot of nice reply. I've got invitation to Riga, University, to have a speech about the Libenský Award this year. I've got the invitation from Glass Art Society from United States to have a speech in Detroit in June. So I see the results, and I am very happy for that, because this is something what I do for 14 years already, and we will have this year, we will have 14 time we are preparing the exhibition and the Libenský Award. So I am very happy for that. So it's something like marketing for young artists, for young glass artists. And then I was thinking they also need to sell the artwork. And so that's why last year I opened the online gallery for participants from the Stanislav Libenský Award on the praguegallery.com, and they can also offer their artwork if they want to sell it. So we are helping on one side, we are helping with the marketing, and on the other side we help them with the sell, because you know, to make an art with the glass, it's very expensive. The material is very expensive. Everything what you do with the glass, it's complicated, and if they will not sell the artworks, they cannot do the other one. So these 2 points, it's for me very important. So I'm doing that. Yeah.
Right. Before you continue, Marek, just for the audience here, maybe not everyone knows that that it's a big prestige to being in an exhibition in the Prague Castle, right? So for those people who travel sometimes to Prague, you know, in the peak times, we have up to 9 million. The highest was 9.6 million people coming to Prague per year. And that is, of course, including the castle. So having something in the castle district, in one of the palaces as an exhibition, is a big prestige for them already, right? And also you bring the glass artists around the world to the place where glass is a big tradition. Some people might have heard about the Bohemian crystal glass here. So glass is a very known luxury item since hundreds of years. For those who have a bit of idea of history of glass, the first excavations in northern Bohemia were done, and they found glass from the 13th century in Bohemia, right? So it's amazing. So you bring actually the glass people, the glass artist, where the glass belongs, right? So it's an amazing, it's an amazing prestige for them, for the young artists.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's so. Yeah, and then you ask me what I did, and then when I was yes, when I was down, something happened. My friends, they say, Marek, we cannot see you in this mood, so come with us to Portugal for training, surfing school, so I went with them to the surfing school, and when I was in this bad mood, I was searching for some snack, so I wanted to get the energy, because I was out of energy, and I want to get some energy, and I can't find anything. I was searching about something healthy, something what can get you out of fatigue, And when I came to the Portugal, one of the member of our group was lady, and she owned the factory for bars, I say, okay, maybe I can make a bar, and I have some ideas for recipe, because I've got some illness in the past, and by accident I eat a huge amount of blueberries, like a dried blueberries, and in 14 days I was out of any illness, and I say, oh, blueberries, this is something what I like the most. I say, okay, I will make bar with blueberries, and I say, okay, what can I do more? So I say, okay, I can put there Brazil nuts, and then I discovered that the people doesn't have enough fiber, I say, okay, I visit her factory, and I discuss with the guy, with the technolog guy, and I tell him I want to make special kind of bar which will be only fruits, and I don't want any colors, I don't want any additives, I don't want anything what looks like chemical,
Sugar? With sugar or without?
No sugar, no added sugar, nothing. And he looks on me, and he said, oh, I am sorry, it's not possible to do it. It's impossible. And I was shocked, because I am not from the food industry, so I expect it will be easy. And he told me, no, absolutely not at all. But at that moment, I like it. I say, oh, if something is not possible, I can make it possible. And I convince him, try it. And usually he did a lot of samples. It was not good. And after almost 1 year, 10 months, he sent me samples, and I say, okay, oh, maybe it can be great. It can be nice. So I manufactured GF bar. GF bar means goodbye fatigue, because I decide that I will get out the fatigue from the work. Of course, it's not possible only with the bars. You have to have a good sleep and other stuff, but maybe the bars can help you. And okay, so we manufactured the first batch, I put it to my friends and I start to sell it. And they start to call me, oh, Marek, there is one problem. And I say, what's the problem? And they told me, oh, Marek, it looks nice. We like it, but it's not possible to swallow. I say, oh my God, if you have a food, if you have a food, you need to swallow. And then the COVID came also, and I say, oh, it was like, what happened? It was like the bar glue your mouth totally, So I say, oh, it's maybe disaster. But I took all these bars what left. I put it in my car and I visited all the hospitals with the COVID centers.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave it to the doctors and nurses because I expect that they need the energy. And they told me, oh, Marek, okay, it's a little complicated, but it's functional, it works. And I've got a lot of feedbacks, and I was so happy. So in the end, I decided to make a GF Bar 2. I found another technologue, and I told him what I have for problems. And this, what you can see on the picture, is GF Bar. We have a GF Bar cocoa, which is just blueberries with the cocoa beans. Original, which is bar blueberries with Brazilian nuts and fiber and caffeine, and it's very functional. It works. And David, we have a friend who is addicted already, so I am afraid of him. He's eating GF bars almost every day. But I asked him, why do you eat it every day? And he said, when I eat one original, I can make twice. I am twice productive in the day. So I say, okay. And we also prepared the bars for pilots. Already flying. GF Bar is flying from one city to another city in the cockpits of the planes, which I am very happy for. And we did one version for filmmaker, because they came in the morning to the site, and they need to be fresh and they need to be work hard. So this is what I decide. I know it looks maybe crazy, from glass and Libenský Award to from chandeliers, and now I am crazy into food. But I have big advantage. I am not touched by food industry, and this is big advantage, because I know a lot of people from the food industry, and they have in mind totally different parameters for the products. In my bar, there is a 50% of wild blueberries from Nova Scotia, from Canada. And I am delivering the blueberries directly from one farm in Nova Scotia. And I know no food company in the world will take 50% of blueberries to the bar, never, because it's almost 13 grams, 113 grams of fresh blueberries, it's the dried, but it's a huge amount. And the wild blueberries has the double amount of, they have double amount of antioxidants, which is very healthy for our body. So we need it, and it makes me happy, because usually it's a premium bar, so it's not cheap, it's expensive. But for loyalty, I am giving 30% discount for subscription. So it's absolutely amazing, and I am happy that it's going up, and we are getting more and more subscribers. And I want to share with you something totally new, which was not I never share it with the public because this is totally new GF bar. This is GF bar 3. I am doing this like a iPhone, you know. The first one, which was very bad, was GF bar 1, you know. Now this is already GF bar 2. It means that it's a little improved. And then I have one which will be, it's not on the market yet. It will be GF bar 3, and this bar has a new layout, and the name is Urgent. Yeah. On one picture you see myself in the factory and many bars, and this is the bars what glue easily or mouse. And on the other side is GF bar Urgent, and this is special project with the firemen's in Czech Republic. This is special bar for people who are saving lives, you know, for all the people who served for like a firefighters, like medical rescues, you know, and all these people. And I am doing this in connection with the Firefighters Association, and 10% of this bar will go to their foundation. You know, they have a foundation. If something happens, if some firefighters die or have some problems, so they support the families from this foundation. So this GF bar will come on the market, I think, in 2 months. And we are preparing the distribution and everything around. So this is something what I am doing now. And we have an improved recipe. There will be not only blueberries and Brazilian nuts. There will be one component more, and this is cinnamon. 1 or 2 grams of cinnamon, which is very healthy, and it can give you a lot of energy in one moment. So
and is it gluten-free? There's the question in the chat.
Yes, it's gluten-free. It's gluten-free. No genetic modified components. No added sugar. No colors. No added sugar. Nothing. It's just nature. You know, everything what we need for our lives we can find in nature. You know, but yeah, I am happy. I am not from the food industry, but I will be maybe very soon. But the content will be always better and better. So. Yeah,
thanks for sharing this amazing story. I just wanted to remind the group, if there are any questions, feel free to add that into the chat. And I'm curious, Marek, what's coming up next? What is your next project? From Oryx to Stanislav Libenský Award to GF Bar, who will you become next?
Yes, David, you don't. I never told you. I have something in my mind, you know. I found out that there is one company in States, and they are organizing 3 years cruise around the world, you know. So this is something what I am thinking about, to join them for 3 years, and to make I don't know, short stories from this travel, because it's 3 years away. And you will visit 375 ports, you know, 375 places around the world. this is something what I am thinking about. I am not sure if I will make it. It starts on 1st of November this year. But I tell you, I spoke with my friend. She's a director of big media company in Czech Republic. And I asked them if they want to make like a media partner for my trip, and if they want to, if they will be able to support my trip, not by money but by advertisement and by media cover, you know. So and she said yes. She said yes, we can do it for you. So my idea is, because usually you know, the media, they will not present the brand, you know, they will not present the GF bar, you know, but they can present myself, you know. They can say, okay, Marek is leaving her family, he is going for 3 years away, and I can make some content about the travel, and then I can promote the GF bar as well. And you know, I've got a crazy idea. I offer them that I will exchange 30,000 GF bars for 1 room on the boat, you know.
And I hope that you also will promote the Stanislav Libenský Award.
Sure, Stanislav Libenský. It's very important for me. So this is my crazy idea. What I have. So I would like. Yes, I have one slide. Yeah, it's for Stanislav Libenský Award. So, you know, you can, I will be very happy if some of you, when you will come to Prague, if you can come to visit our exhibition. But you can become also a forgotten part of my life if you want. You can become a Stanislav Libenský Award patron. We have nice community of people. They are supporting. Supporting the Libenský Award. So if you want, join us. I will be more than happy. And we have a fun, and we are supporting all these young people which are staying on the stage. It's after the opening ceremony, and you can see they are happy. They like it, and I like them as well.
Thank you so much, Marek. So for those who joined a bit later, this is Marek Veselý, who's the one who sends 50 meters height oryxes to Qatar, no, Abu Dhabi. He's the one by DHL for 180,000 euros. He's the one also who did not find any energy bar when he was on vacation, so he produced his own one, which unfortunately you could not chew. So he was the one bringing it to the hospitals for the doctors who could also not swallow it, but they appreciate that a lot. So thank you for supporting in times of COVID. And I understood the GF bar is by far better by now. And of course, more importantly for me, there's also what I like to promote here again through you. Thank you for sharing this, to give a stage to the young artists, to give them a chance to also show their projects around the world. And I believe this is also for the audience. If you know someone who has some idea to do something with glass, they have a contact now. And this contact is here in this room and sitting in Prague. Thank you so much, Marek, for doing this today. And yes, we still have a few minutes left if there's any question. So far, a lot of very nice comments in the chat. So Lena mentioned, I would like to say you're amazing with all your projects you did and do, admiring your energy, that you never stop. Thanks so much for an inspiration. Amazing. Thank you. So a few great comments in the chat. Wow. And still here, if there are any questions or anything you would like, some closing words from your side, Marek, any wisdom you want to share?
Yes. Thank you for your comments in the chat. I didn't have time to check it, but now I am seeing it's nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in this amazing event. I hope we will have chance to meet somewhere on some event of a small world. I will be more than happy. And thank you very, very much for your attention and for being with us. And so, glass and passion. This is something what I like, and thank you for, I see amazing. So I am happy for your words. It inspired me as well. Good luck and have a nice evening. Thank you, David, for your question and everything, and have a nice day, have a nice evening, be fine and take care.
You take care and hope to see you in Prague.